They're all gonna laugh at you. So Carrie 1976 versus Carrie 2013. Which one is better? Well, let's talk about the goods and bads of both. Talk about which one has what over what. So Carrie 1976 has Sissy Spacek versus Chloe Grace Moretz in 2013. Now Sissy Spacek had grease on her face. She literally put grease in her face at all. She had messed up frizzy hair. She looked like the girl that you would want to talk to, you want to pick on. She looked like that weirdo. Chloe Moretz didn't necessarily look like a girl. She looked a little too clean cut. She looked like a typical girl. Now you see, the only difference, what Chloe kept doing was, just like Sissy Spacek kept doing, was looking down. Looking down when she walks around and holding her books to her chest. So she acted bizarre, but she didn't look bizarre. That's what I like about Sissy Cases. So Sissy Spacek wins look-wise. Now, acting-wise, I thought Chloe was doing a decent job, but she doesn't really blend into roles that well. Like, I love her in Kick-Ass, love her in Kick-Ass 2, I love her in Let Me In. But she's kind of the same in all these movies. She feels the same. She doesn't really change the character too much. Like, she's like Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is Keanu Reeves in every movie. Chloe Moretz is Chloe Moretz in every movie. So Sissy Spacek is a little bit different. So I think Sissy Spacek wins in this, especially the image of the classic image. Who looks better with blood covered all over them? Chloe Moretz, Sissy Spacek. I think Chloe Moretz looked like she had chocolate syrup all over her. Their blood was way too dark. I don't know if anyone has ever seen blood, but it's bright red. Sissy Spacek got that down. She got the expression down. She got everything. So Sissy Spacek for the win between the two lead carries, which is a significant win. Now, between the moms, Piper Laurie versus Julianne Moore. Piper Laurie looked like a Halloween Town witch. She had a cape and everything. She looked kind of funny. Julianne Moore looked like a more normal, like, emotionally destroyed woman. So, and performance-wise, they both did good. I thought they both did an excellent job, except Julianne Moore felt a little more depressed with it, and Piper Laurie seemed a little more out of touch with reality. They both were out of touch with reality, obviously. They're both obsessed with God and blah, blah, blah. But I do feel like Julianne Moore actually takes the win because she looked a little less cartoony. Piper Laurie looked a lot more cartoony. And she had a depressing vibe about her. She was very sad. She was very sad and angry, and you could just read the emotions off her. The other woman, you couldn't really read emotions off her. She was just talking loud and acting crazy, but you couldn't just look at her and kind of feel what's up with her. Now, Tommy's, you have some dude who looked like the guy from the 1976 one is just hilarious. He loses automatically by his look. His hair is goofy, his face is goofy, everything about him is goofy. Ansel Elgort, on the other hand, had charisma, he had looks down. This dude could sell that he was the most popular guy in school. The guy in the 1976 one looked like a freaking clown. So Ansel Elgort takes it for the win. He's a very charismatic actor. So I think as far as taking Carrie to the prom, I think Ansel Elgort is a much better Tommy for that character. I think he nailed it better. He said his lines better. He looked the part better, and he had something to him. Now, the 2013 one had, I think, less realistic bullies. I think they went a little overboard with the bullies. Because the 1976 one, they did the moment, the 30 tampons at the bleeding girl thing. And they all laughed and blah, blah, blah. But the main girl, I forgot her name, she seemed a little more normal. Like, she did a bad thing, and she was really mad at all the repercussions that was happening to her. In the 2013 one, all the bullies seemed extreme. Like, they weren't satisfied with what they did, so they had to keep going. In the 76 one, it kind of seemed like revenge against the teacher. Even though she said she hated Carrie, it almost felt like it was at the teacher. Like, she was a normal girl. Not normal, but she was a popular girl who got annoyed at what the teacher did, so she tried to spite the teacher by attacking Carrie with pig's blood. In the 2013 one, all the bully girls seemed a little bit overboard, a bit exaggerated, a bit too what Hollywood thinks of teenagers. They're all 20-something, and they all act like complete egotistical narcissists who just have to do everything to the extreme. So 76 one wins with the bullies, minus how stupid John Travolta looks and sounds. Camera work, though. The 2013 one had nothing unique in its camera work, really. It copied a lot of shots from the old one, and it didn't really do anything that was that unique. Not to mention the blood was really bad looking. The blood was really dark. It looked like syrup. Both of them, the bucket scene is stupid, I think, in both movies. But the camera work in the older one had a cool split screen. It had great lighting. It had very colorful lighting. It looked unique. The prom there reminded me of the movie The Guest, the haunted house at the end of it. But there was something to the quality of filmmaking in the 76 one that Brian De Palma had that was unique. A lot of unique camera work. So I applaud the 76 one for a lot of unique camera choices. A lot of jump cut zoom ins, like when she stares at a knife, it keeps cutting too close to the knife. When she looks at a car, instead of that CGI weird slow motion girl breaks her face to the window in the 2013 one, she just glances, rapid cut zoom in, and the car just flips over. So I appreciate the camera work in the 76 one a lot more. And the 76 one has the classic scary hand come out of the ground ending. That once one does it, the next one will never be the same. So overall, I'd have to give it to the 76 one by a lot. I mean, other than Julianne Moore and Tommy, Ansel Elgort, they win on those two regards. But as far as Carrie, the camera work goes, and the bullies go, and the whole point of the story just feels more. It just feels done better by the 76 one. So I'm going with that one. The win.